then for like an entire 30 seconds. There we go. Ah, da da da. Sorry for the interruption of that connection there, guys. Stream disconnected a minute ago. How could this happen to me? I made a mistake. The night goes on. What have you done? Wallfort. Here we go. And Gangners versus Arab Knights. We get to see the tier 4s in action. And Gangners I expect to perform very well. They have experience with just tier 4 restriction before. Tier 4 restriction before. Therefore, I think Gangners should perform very well. A lot of before. Four. Not as many Tundra humans as I would expect. And Gangner is actually bringing out quite a few. But not as many as I expected. I expected like almost all 15 to bring out one. Berserkers are on the low side though. Does look like they've replaced a couple of their loyal guards with the gray-haired garrisons. Now let's see how well this turns out. Short swords galore, though, yet again. Probably around about 7? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7. Still the 5 muskets. Muskets being used like crazy still. Although their power will be slightly less in tier 4s, I still expect them to be fairly annoying, especially when there's 5 of them. Four guys here at the small fort. Does not look like they're committing anyone up for the ladders. Better not let those guys shoot those grape shots. Those grape shots are optimal grape shots, I believe. They kind of hurt, but they keep hitting the front of the crenellations. So like when you angle them in certain directions, except for where the battering ram goes, they won't actually hit anything, which is actually kind of sad. Every time this happens, I'm just going to have to reset the clean feed. Or I let this just push through. And then I get a little bit of a slideshow. Does look like they're starting to make their way out. They abandoned the front section of the wall, using a couple of cannons. And Gegner's leaving this small fort. One person across the bridge, second person across the bridge. Whoa, this Treb going in for blows apart those gray-haired garrisons. Very upsetting. I'm getting losses like that. Unit count's fairly equal, if I do have to say, after with that death Probably only about 40. Probably only about a 16 unit deficit by default. Probably wasn't watching from the beginning. Down goes that bridge. Although, nothing else has happened in the meantime. We've got the siege towers actually getting destroyed, in fact. 2 of them goes down. I think all 3 of them went down at the second. So this is the second generation siege towers. Pretty um, pretty intense match so far. I mean, not intense. Pretty standard what you see, but it's just like how much effort they're gonna go and push back those siege towers. Every time those siege towers are destroyed, you gain a lot of time. You gotta wait 30 seconds before every time the siege tower has to respawn. Not to mention, just pushing the siege towers themselves is a lot of time. I think that one on the left, from our point of view, but otherwise on the east side, takes around about the shortest time to get to get to the wall at around about a minute, while the other 2 takes around about a minute 30. Or probably 2 minutes. So once one of those siege towers are up, they need to rush pretty hard. Make sure that rush is like unstoppable. Whether or not Arab Knights decide, I mean, they can just do creeping barrage with a couple of trebs, and Gangners could just bait out the trebs themselves or not defend A at all. The wall here is also very interesting. And Gangners have destroyed the bridge, but didn't destroy the wall. It's very critical that the wall also gets taken out to secure B, because if A gets taken, B is an easy take as well. And especially if you're looking for time, and you still have A, you want that wall down yourself. So not committing any resources to destroy the wall is an interesting decision. That left-hand siege tower might go down yet again. It's on fire, and I don't see how much health it's got, but something might be shooting it. Should be shooting it. Could be shooting it. Must be shooting it. Where's those trebs going? I don't see. Down goes yet again. Left side siege tower. At this point, I would rush through. The front gate and go for that stairs. Because if these 2 siege towers get destroyed as well, you're pretty screwed. And you can count how many siege weapons they have available. That whole watcher there, and I think they built a culverin on the... Well, there's a culverin there, so the middle siege tower will go down. I don't doubt it. Wow, this is just going to be a pretty boring siege map. Down goes that wall. Whether or not it was taken out by Engagers themselves or by Arab Knights. Might be Arab Knights just for another avenue to get in. My goodness, these muskets also doing work, destroying that siege tower. I saw it come from the right, so the culverin should be somewhere on the right-hand side wall. Whether or not it's high is another question. There's also a culverin right in front of where that short sword is. 3 minutes 40 to go. All of your choices have been destroyed repeatedly. That short sword also cancelled his... Interesting. Shield walls facing off against each other. Let's see how well these... One after another. Now here comes some black powder bombs. Loyal guards are pretty brutal to fight against, especially when they're super stacked like this. And Gangers hold nothing back as they crush an entire line of infantry just now. No mercy, indeed. They have a siege tower up. 3 minutes to go. Not a lot of time. You only get around about 3 minutes once you do get it. Wow. At least get a kill back. Don't let him get away. Down he goes. That short sword. Overextending massively. Nah, they're gonna have to just do it with the forces they have as well. It's gonna take too long for people to reinforce, so creeping barrage as they get closer and closer, they're gonna treb pretty close range. And Gangners know what they're doing though. One loyal guard comes in. Shield walls. Fortabraccio is pushed up too close, in fact. Where you going, buddy? Shield wall's not there. Just shield wall after shield wall. This is where you treb again. Where's the trebs, man? Treb what's directly in front of you. Because you ran out of Imperial Pike March. What are you going to do now? The shield wall's coming in. Here comes some more loyal guards. That treb was very late. Here comes a charge. Smacks that shield wall in the back. All of your pikemen are now gone. And the treb has mostly missed. This is like, loyal guards dodging out. And Gangners just brutalizing the enemy team right now. Here comes some reinforcing Fortabraccio. I think, yeah, like Arab Knights definitely overestimating their capability of holding a line right now. They should have just trebbed right on top of them. Because again, another major miss. The main line is right there, and you're not pushing, and they're now pushing you back. Arab Knights are about to go down. Minute, like, less than 45 seconds to go. I don't even think Arab Knights will be able to get any cap points either. Whoa! Actually, Fortabraccio is here at the front. Scares off the heroes. What is happening? Why did I see them get into the frightened state? Shouldn't get into the frightened state. Or not for very long, indeed. There's a big treb, but it's going to be too late. Not going to change the tide here. 3 heroes do go down. Only 9 heroes left. And Gangners hold this A point like crazy. Not even letting them get through. Good timing on each of the shields. The coordination on the shields, every time a CC was thrown in, a shield would rock up. It's almost like they coordinated beforehand which shield would go in. And eventually it just did not have enough pressure against Engangnas to just punch right through. And that's pretty impressive from Engangnas just to hold a push. But at the same time, it could be the fact that Arab Knights are not very good at pushing. Short match, indeed. This will be good. Last match of this session should be coming up soon. I mean, I don't think Engangna's dropped a match from Arab Knights just yet. And here we go. Last battle for AK versus Engagner. Engagner this time is attacking, but I'm expecting a similar performance for how they defended. Gonna be pretty brutal for Arab Knights to deal with Engagner. Loyal Guards being the preferred unit at the very front. Gonna be replaced with a couple of, I believe, grey-haired Garrisons. Having one Brassian Wildflame will be very critical in some key engagements. That brief few seconds of Frighten will definitely turn the tide, especially when major pushes. Imperial Pikes combined with the unblockable Brassian Wildflame. I mean, like, when you ignite someone, they're in a special state. So you can drop an entire shield line if you combine fire and the Imperial Pike March. Instead of wasting um, let's say, a bomb or anything, you can just light the thing on fire. More CC. That's really what it is. CC. A lot of CC. All the CC. Again, these 5 muskets and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 short swords. So the 7 short swords will definitely be rotating in and out. Gonna be difficult and painful to deal with. Interestingly enough, still no short sword. I mean, still no long swords being deployed by these teams. I'd love to see longsword, there it is. 40. Go longsword. Yay! But no short sword, longsword from Engagners, when a longsword would be pretty crucial on the front line. Even just healing or just rotating those heals out will be pretty devastating. 5 people here on the small fort side. Yet again, you're gonna do this to me. Why you got to do this to me? Flip, 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 flip. Flip, 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 flip. Whoa! Up on this wall here, does look like we got a mole player. Oh, sends it down. Can he get up? Nah. Doesn't escape. Does die. Very unfortunate. Fortabraccio retreating. Will disappear before any major losses. And Gangner is being pretty aggressive, as they should be. They want to force their way up onto this thing. I'm surprised none of them jumped down in order to break open that gate. But here comes the battering ram. The battering ram's already here. These 5 from Engagners are doing work. No hero support, no unit support, just heroes. Arab Knights is outnumbered though. Trying to use the Iron Pagoda's strong counter-strike. But realistically, they're not going. Iron Pagodas really need to be more aggressive. The counter-offensive, counter-strike stance is not that good, to say the least. These 2 heroes out in the Shicks will need to buy time. In fact, with the Norfolk already getting captured, the bridge might not be low enough. As I say that, probably it's already gone down, and these guys are trapped. Does look like to be the factor here. Grayhair Garrison tries to charge on through. Unfortunately, it didn't work. And Gangner catches that musket. We're now moving on into the second stage. With that bridge down, the wall should go down shortly after it. Now let's see if Engagners can anticipate whether or not Arab Knights will commit all their siege artillery the same as Engagners did to them before. I'm going to be very impressed. I'm going to be very impressed if they do have an alternate plan and it is successful. Otherwise, if they need to just force one of the siege towers up on the wall, it's not gonna be too impressive. They'll probably have to expend a lot of resources to suppress all of the culverins, and they'll definitely need to find the right timing. Strangely enough, two muskets climb up. Almost instantly shot that guy off his horse there. Pain in the ass, muskets. They are really. To be honest with you, dealing with muskets is one of my most hated things to do. That skirmish having immunity and basically invincibility frames is annoying. Very hard to catch. Caltrops and the constant CC between the slow and the musket bomb, plus with the constant daze from them just shooting you. Not my most favorite. Some mortars being deployed, a lot of mortars being deployed, suppressing plenty of sections of the wall. I don't think Arab Knights are going to sacrifice any more culverins in order to destroy the siege tower, so we'll get a siege tower up as early as probably 4 minutes, Steady. That one on the left does go down for a second time. Or maybe a third time. I haven't been counting properly. Very strange pick here. Why are these Tundra humans out? They're gonna stall one of the siege towers, but the right-hand siege tower does make it through. Or does it? That sacrifice of the Tundra humans is pretty crucial. Trying to gain as much time as possible. Unfortunately, he was not successful. He's still living, though. Finally goes down. One player down, so can they stall this push? Lots of loyal guards here. Loyal guards will lead the way along with berserkers. Muskets should be slowing them down as much as they can. You can't afford to get caught here, short sword. It will go down shortly. Throw, throw, throw. Throw all of the stupid caltrops you can. Even use skirmish to stall them out. Here comes an early treb. Good decision. They're not ready, and they never will be, because they're going to get trebbed right in the face as they come up. Grayhair Garrison's the only thing that's holding the line here right now. Good angling, although he's probably not going to stand for much longer. Maul blasts their way through. Massive treb gonna come in. Wow, that is absolutely devastating. Perfect treb there, almost like perfect treb. Absolutely destroyed that stack. Okay, maybe this treb is not so smart. Charged right into that Foretaste, although, fortunately, didn't exactly murder everything. It's just a sacrifice here now. These Imperial Pike Guards are just going to get completely surrounded along with these heroes. Coming up these stairs is not a smart move. And with that wall also still being up, Engangners have a free access to the B side. So short swords are not going down though, so they will stall for extra time. Only 2 minutes left. Down goes more heroes. Whoa, surprisingly, they're still in it to win it. Pushing up, Imperial Pike March comes out again. Berserkers at the front, though, will mess them up. But the loyal guards are still holding strong. They are losing heroes like crazy. 6 of them dead, and a 7th one just got thrown off the wall just now. I'm going to be very surprised if they're just going to all in it here at the A point. Kind of a dumb sacrifice, if you ask me. Don't tell me they're just going to go straight for that supply point. Looks like it's straight for the supply point. Arab Knights does seem to have set up a Fort Braccio, but whether or not it's going to be effective, we're going to be seeing in a second. That Fort Braccio can't afford to move. They're getting hammered, though. Some abilities coming out. Although this was a hasty push towards the supply point, it's not exactly been terribly ineffective. This is the weird part. Completely outnumbered, but Engagner is doing a pretty impressive push here with just a fair few. Here comes a Treb, it's the interesting part. Got whatever's left. B is not gotten just yet. Surprising Arab. This is probably the massive mistake here. Arab Knight. Sorry, not Arab Knight. And Gagners haven't gotten the B point for extra time. Arab Knights. You could force them to just. If you defend B, Arab Knights could defend B. And Gagners could just run out of time. Because, yeah, short swords are going. No units are coming up from Engagner, and units are coming up for Arab Knight, so they will be outmatched here at the B point. But here comes some Engagner now. So Arab Knights will have the units first. They will stall underneath this hut here. Oof. But the hero battle is not going to be good. Just ignore the heroes. Get on the point. He's just slowing you down. You need to waste time. You can't afford to let them get the point. Oh my god, get on the point, you silly knight. He needs to buy more time than that. The short swords did good work stalling that Grayhair Garrison. But the sacrifice. But what gotten in time doesn't mean they have very much to go with. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go. And Gagners will need to make a strong push towards the C point. And they can't afford to go for the supply point at this rate. Because they're not prepared. And when they're not prepared, this half-hearted push could end in their downfall. Could this be the game where Arab Knights actually pick up one? I mean, like, Gangner is technically 3-0 right now. 3 Tundra humans out on the field right now. Gonna be a bit of a heartbreak if Arab Knights cannot deal with these, but then again, they've lost quite a few Fortabraccios. I've seen at least 5 whole units of Fortabraccios just completely wiped off the map. 7 Trebs to go. Less than half of their Trebs available, but this mortaring is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Control where the units are. Arab Knights going to have to respond very weakly to some things. This also, letting your Fortabraccios take hits for free here, not a good idea. A strong setup on the right-hand side here. This Engagner is definitely controlling the side, the weaker section, the B side. It will be a slow push-up, but it's going to be a push-up with all of the remaining of their resources. And when the battle does kick off, I do believe Arab Knights are going to be at a disadvantage. This short sword might go down. He's got to try his best to survive. And Gagner's making a push. Lots of Foretaste, so if cavalry comes in, it's going to be a death trap. Does try to come in. Kinds of dodges? Nah, but gets wiped by the other cavalry. Very unfortunate. Imperial Pike March. Ah, the Fortabraccios came in too late. Fortabraccio is still too late. Go, go, go! Sweeping up Tundra Humans in the backside. This is a good position for the Tundra Humans. Where those Fortabraccios going, it's going right past the main line and into death as they're getting surrounded. 2 minutes of fighting. Do believe Arab Knights could sacrifice all their units here, but the question is whether or not they can hold for 2 minutes. The tide of infantry is in favor of Engangners. 2 hits from the backside from their own artillery, in fact. It looks like Arab Knights are using their own artillery. Arab Knights have lost 4 heroes. No one on the point. Whoa. Close shave there, but he does go down. Now this is like certain death. With less than half your guys dead. And Gangners is free to just go straight for that base point. I highly doubt your short swords can last that long. No units on the field by the looks of it. Not to mention, we've got Tundra Humans going to be very annoying to deal with. Trying to sweep up the remainder of those units. Here comes an Imperial Pike March, but it gets stalled out by Palace Guards. Kind of brutal here. Chop, chop, chop away here. But Berserkers are not going to last. Arab Knights definitely can't make a break through this line right now. But the heroes are fighting nonetheless. Bit of an intense finish. Arab Knights probably have no units left while they try to stay on this point for as long as they can. But I doubt they're going to survive for 3 minutes. But I have seen quite some impressive displays, although all have ended up in losses in this situation. I have seen one particular one where they won by the skin of their teeth. But good job, Angangners. Going 4-0 against Arab Knights. Very unfortunate here. Yeah, Musket's doing most of the work, and I mean, Musket's in a strong place, but I think they're preferring it too much. I think some of its abilities needs to be reworked, and definitely the preference for the musket bomb just doing so much damage should be nerfed as well. But that's the same with Glaive. I'm not sure what they're gonna replace, what they could replace it with if they ever did change it. But in its current state, the Caltrop's just not no fun to play against, and musket bomb just hurts too much. Not to mention, like, I lose like half my pavis to musket bomb, and it's kind of insulting. Literally just walks right up to it and just boom. Even a short sword has to put some effort into destroying the pavis. They can't exactly one-shot it, but getting hit by a thunderstruck does hurt a lot. Even, I mean, like, even sometimes Glaive struggles to get close enough to send a Flying Reaper through. Not to mention, Flying Reaper has a long cast time. And I'm just gonna play a 3-minute ad for hopefully, well, I don't know. I'm just gonna be running ads constantly in between matches. See you guys in 3 minutes. I am so tired. Oh, wait. I'm not sure what's happening right now, guys. Hang on. Okay, cool. Okay. So the last match is still happening. There's just an intermission. Okay. Pretty long ass intermission as well. Could be. It's gonna be a long ass 2 hours maybe. I expect at least an hour and a half. Because the first set of matches started late. But Gangner won very fast on 2 of their battles. So it kind of caught up. And now we're kind of on time. But not really. So, I mean, this could go on until 2 o'clock. And I mean, I'll be streaming for like... I don't know. It's cut into 2 streams, I think. These things. Which is going to be annoying for me. Oh yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Talking about how Musket is weak. By my face. It's gonna be a bit of a wait, guys. I don't know how long this intermission is gonna be, but I'm gonna. Hopefully, it's not gonna be too much longer. Good night, Dad. I like this trailer. I actually really do. The more I watched it, the more I appreciated it. Actually cut out at a very good spot. So I actually won't merge the videos. I'll just keep it as it is. Last set of matches, gonna reset it just in case. Should start fairly shortly. 15-minute break that was. Holy cow. What do you mean, Elmas? Do you mean the stream or do you mean the actual game? Because I'm assuming something happened in game that's very, very frustrating. Oh, here we go. Just players. Yeah, every time I have to work with other players, I'm just like, get them out of my game. I just want to play solo. Why can't I have just bots? At least I know what bots are doing. Players are unpredictable and just do weird shit all the time. God damn it, everything grows. Oh, that's just my imagination. Here we go. Oh, Observer 1 left the battle. That's the referee, by the way. Oh boy. Well, I hope this Observer comes back. How many ball sacks do we have on either side? 2 ball sacks on either side. So Grey Warden's gonna probably do a little bit better than Arab Knights. At the very least, in the fire department. Still a lot of Nam cans being chosen. Not very many range chosen from Engagners, though. Gotta love the blue balls. Gotta love the blue balls. Oh, GW also going up with a similar setup. 5 muskets to their 5 muskets. Short sword, though, they've got a little bit less. 5 short swords to their 7. I think it's 7. Yeah, it's 7. But maybe it's because they need a little bit more killing power. Well, we'll see in a minute. Let's get this show on the road. Kind of a split push, sending 4 players, 5 players on the B side, and probably 10 players on the A side. A big hit! Something hit that wall. I'm not sure what it was. Oh. Namcan is shooting down. And Gangner's already preparing to put those mortars on that hill. They definitely knows a standard approach when they see one. Musket bombs already coming out from the A side. We've got a couple of climbs here on the B side. Does get scared away by some Alp Halberdiers. Alp Halberdiers being fairly terrifying. I gotta admit. This mole not doing very well though. He lost his horse. He might lose his life. Tries to... Again, sometimes this wall is inconsistent about which flappy bits you can jump through. So it looks like both of the gates are being broken down, or have been broken down. Yep, both of the gates are down. East side wall did take 2 major hits, but doesn't look like it's gone down just yet. Grey Wardens are going to have to make a strong and fast push. You can't really let Engagners set up, because once they're set up, it's going to be very difficult. Here comes a Treb to... One of the shots probably got stopped on the way. Here comes a fight. Whoa, what are these condottieri doing? Just running from the battle. Just fight, just fight, just fight. You'll lose more condottieri this way. Ah, foolish. Very foolish. Yeah, and you lost to a bunch of monks. Oh, and they come back in anyway. What are you, a fool? You fool? You fool? Oh, monks with the 1-2 combo, slapping the fools. Oh no, here comes a flame. The charge could come in any second. Down goes the shield wall. Oh, gets kind of stalled out, but a reset of the charge. Here comes it again. They need to get out of that flame area, or at least have a person to dive onto the Frostian Wild Flames. Break through, break through! Blow him up! Get him, get him! Yeah! You only got 3 of them though. 4 of them. Keep going. You got the advantage on the push anyway. Keep going, keep going. He doesn't chase them all the way down. Very unfortunate. As a musket player, as any hero, you should take out those high-value targets almost immediately. Even through the mortifier on the A side, doesn't seem to be completely successful. Only one mortar trying to suppress like 3 of them. Yeah. Burn, baby, burn. A culverin here on the wall, actually suppressing that mortar. Successful. In fact, a person died just now to take it out. This trap is interesting. Actually hits in. But that stupid fence gets blocked to most of it. Grape shots being deployed here at the A point. Grey Wardens are down around about 250 units. 250 units right now. Ooh. They're getting the A point now, but it could be a brutal fighting, but unfortunately we're a bit far from seeing the action. Large swings in the battle are happening, and Gagners are pushing it back. Kind of surrounded right now. Does Grey Warden have enough units in order to push them back? Is my question. Wow, some Corsaliers coming in through the backside of... Does look like they are fairly successful. Interesting treb on this side. Not very many people are going to come through. It does hit a couple of heroes. Not a complete secure, but I think they might... Oh, more monks, actually. Here's some condottieri. Those things will definitely finish up everything else. They back off, actually, to conserve a little bit of their strength. So Lemshed's coming through, though. Gonna catch them on the retreat. Worst things you want to see is some very fast melee cavalry. Get blasted to pieces up on the way there. I mean, the Lemsheds did their duty, catching a couple of those retreating guys. But at the same time, losing that Lemshed could... probably not the best things to happen. Less than 2 minutes to go. Not very much. I don't think that not very much Arab Knights can do. But here comes a final push, I believe. Gangner just need to hold out for a minute 30, or just push them out. Push them out outright. Lots of grape shots being deployed, like 5 grape shots being thrown down. Holy cow! But not a complete cover here. Condottieri is going straight in through this ginormous gap. I see a lot of fire on the ground, but whether or not they're successful, short sword in the mix. But a couple of grape shots do get deployed. More grape shots on this side. They're all inning it here. Good effort, though. Another grape shot gets smacked out. Really need to actually connect on those heroes. And Gagner might be surprised by the sheer commitment here. Ooh. Might be close to getting to the... Oh, no, here comes Shed, cutting through the infantry like butter. Not sure what to say. The A point's getting caught, but less than 4 seconds to go. 5 heroes left. That short sword's not going to go down. Need to shoot a grape shot, and too late. Not enough time to capture the A point. Nice job, Engangner, surviving until the very end. Good effort, Grey Wardens, although the commitment, it just came down to not enough time. But actually, I'm not sure whether or not it was just enough time. And Gangner did seem to have been getting the A point back at the very end. Three? I think it's 3 more matches. 3 more matches to go, Almus. My god, it is going to be a long night. Three matches to go. You got the other, so you got Enganglers versus Grey Wardens, but Grey Wardens defending. Then you got the 2 heroic era battles on Wall Fort. All of these are expedition matches, so they're not really that important. Whether or not they're fun to watch or not. I'm just here to commentate. I rage quit the game. I'll watch the professionals play instead. Man, even the professionals seem to... I don't know. It's a real struggle against Ngengna. Ngengna's definitely dominating against these guys. But Grey Wardens put up more of a fight than Arab Knights, I think. Or at least it seems like it. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Alright, we get to watch Grey Wardens defend against Angangnos. Although I do have to say, Arab Knights did. I mean, like, although Grey Wardens didn't get past A or B, I just feel like the overall fights were closer. I think before Arab Knights were just throwing their troops in, managed to push Angagners all the way to the base point. But I think that was mainly mistakes by Angangner, or it's just like sheer weight of numbers. Heavy, heavy stack here on the A side by Angangners. Still, we got pretty similar setups from before. I don't think anyone's changed their classes. I don't even think people have changed their units, in fact. Lots of out halberdiers, some shields. Very interesting to see. But anyway, got the second battle ongoing. Naming conventions for EG is not the greatest, is it? Not to mention it's not consistent across the board. I wonder if Ingangner is an actual word. Oh, it means end boss. Is it the new one? Because they should have reset it just tonight. I mean, like, just 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Tomorrow will change. I mean, it's probably already changed. What is happening? It's just a hero battle right now, and for some reason, Grey Wardens are getting pushed back by just a couple of Angangners. They actually even lost one. But they gained two back just now. I mean, you could. Monday feat quests are not out of the ordinary. I might do my open world if I'm not too tired after this. And the clean feed doesn't kill me. Come on, clean feed. Fix yourself. More Angangners have died. I think another person died just a few seconds ago. I did miss it. Oof. Grey Warden's doing very well at killing the heroes. Unit deficit is naturally probably pretty high. Around about 200 units for 200 units down for the defending side. More like 150 now. Twiddling my thumbs just a bit. They're just securing this wall break here, which is a good plan. Make sure that they don't get easy access. No stack here at the fence, so it's going to be a pitched battle in a few seconds. Heavy shields in the front, so it does look like they want to prepare for some intense fighting. Shields from both sides actually being deployed. Monks will... Oof. Monks from the side and from the front with burning. Just trashes at Ironcap Spearmen. But the battle has kicked off in full swing. We've got some Bursting Wild Flames at the back. Taking some fairly devastating hits from some mortars. Or cannons? Nah, mortars. Oh, these nav cans are getting pretty close. Too close to comfort, actually. Shield walls being very successful right now. Just shield walls, heroes, some monks. Here comes the Lemsheds. Oh, they're going to crash right into the back. Doesn't look like they've cut right through it. Does look like they killed a lot, though. Gotta finish off these Russian wild flames. If you let these things live, it's not the greatest idea. I don't know why these Slim Jets are just standing still. Put them on attack mode. V, 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 V. You fool. You fool. Shield walls trying to keep them off of the point. Throws another barrage of flame. Here comes... Wow, and Gangner comes out through the wall break in order to secure. Just as short sword stalling for time. Now this longsword switches out. Really, Corteliers crashes through! Nicely done, but unfortunately the flames have stalled out the assault. Not terribly effective. Reinforcements is slowed coming in. A lot of respawns, in fact. Oh, this Treb bear. Oh no, it just crashes right onto a condottieri just now. One big hit. Slemsheds. I mean, Corteliers. My god. Corteliers were way more effective than what I expected. And Gangner is looking pretty shaky right now. They're not stabilizing on any sections, but they have dragged the unit deficit down. I mean, they've dragged an extra few kills, about 50 or so. Don't let any of the heroes escape. This is where, in tournament, actually not letting the heroes escape can be very important later on. But not dying is also just as important. Major push at the A point again. Zoom in, cameraman. We need to see the action up front, real close. Yep. Those Russian wild flames doing absolute work. The nightmare of those things. Got some real good users from these as well. Probably their practice with just tier 4s available. Sheer weight of numbers right now. Grape shots in the back. A lot of them being deployed early on, in fact. Oh, I don't know why you mounted up in such an area. Realistically, you should have just got dived right through. I think they're just going to sacrifice units to hold this A point. The shields are being very annoying, and it's just the heroes clearing off your units, and probably just one or two halberdiers. Combination of halberdiers and shields doing the proper work. Ooh. Short sword cancel its own ult just now. Condottieri's forced their way through. Another stalled out flak. Liquid fire. Jesus Christ, man. Absolutely brutal. A minute to go. A point fail. Oh my god. Longsword just goes straight in it. And Gangners can't stabilize the point. And you're cutting out on me. Come on. Don't leave. Can't finish off these heroes, even though... Oh my god. Desperate to hold this point. Iron Cap Spearmen actually make it to the point. Holy cow. Go, go, go. Is it all or nothing for Grey Wardens right now? Jesus. Here, the units are barely making it through right now, but the heroes definitely made it. 5 seconds to go. I don't think Ngengno is gonna get this. This is what I'm talking about when I say Grey Wardens is putting up much more of a fight than Arab Knights. This is the kind of desperation that these guys have. But I mean, that's also probably due to the fact of the number of short swords on the field. And Gangner must be feeling pretty embarrassed right now. Actually, only one, two, three, four people. Only four people got permadeath there. Surprising. Even if they took the A point. Yeah, there's a lot of short swords, that's for sure. Four people getting permadeath, so if Angangnus did get that A point, that was it. That was it. Like Grey Wardens were donezo. Dun diddly dun for. What dun diddly dilly dun diddly dilly done for? I'm just gonna run an ad. Run an ad. Boom 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 boom. Right now, the Conqueror's Blade devs are just talking about the Grayhair Garrison, ramping them up. Probably some kind of promotion. I'm definitely gonna be interested in them, but I don't think they're gonna be meta. That's the sad thing. It's an interesting unit. It's just the application of the unit is just too difficult in order to use it in a traditional way or an optimal way. Can't really say whether or not it's going to be terribly like good at anything in particular. If anything, it's just going to be terrible at everything it does. The two things that probably makes it very probably going to be makes it important is that it's got a self-sustain in it, but the self-sustain is limited to under 40% health, so they're basically already in the danger zone of getting one-shotted at that point, which makes sense because a strong heal, I mean, it's a 10% heal per attack, plus they have 25% extra damage. So I mean, like if they were too difficult to kill, um, if they, I mean, like if they had the healing thing, a doorway blocker, maybe. They have CC immunity, so if you time it well enough, I think you can ignore like short swords bashing up on them. Even probably some moles. Gonna be interesting. What's most interesting is how strong like is range differences because I saw before that the three rank formation didn't work properly in the PTR. And also they have a new ability. I think the new ability makes them form the three ranks formation on the spot. Probably predicts the formation similarly to how Bastion Advance works. So that's going to be interesting to play around with. I think people just don't have enough experience with them at the current time, so that's why they're not using them very effectively right now. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna like these guys. I'm sure I'm gonna like these guys. They got mechanics which are very likable, but it's just dealing with you're just dealing with problems of the unit not being consistent. I think the word is consistent here. You got the unit is split into three different. The unit is split. It's a combination of three other units. So if there was a way to make the unit more consistent, I think that would make the unit more viable. But because of its inflexibility in it requiring all three types of weapons to be in an optimal state, the unit itself will break down once the formation breaks down. And you can't really do anything about that. Once that breaks down, you're stuck with a like imagine if you just removed all the shields, you're left with pikes and swords. Your major defense guys have basically gone, but at the same time, it's just like if you lose your damage dealing guys, you just basically got shields that can charge and oh, that's interesting actually. So I mean, the whole point of this unit is major force. It's majority just shield units. So it works like a shield unit, but it also has damaging units with it. So if the shield units die, the unit breaks down. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know how to explain that. Like it's designed as a shield. It's designed like as if the shields are the main focus. Not okay. So yeah, that's the problem. It's designed as if the shields are the main focus. Like the shields will always be at the well, not always at the front, but like you take away the shields. What do the pikes and the long swords? I mean, the swords units have. They have nothing because in formation they actually don't gain any particular benefits. In formation, the shields gain massive benefits by having their block facing towards the enemy, or a front facing block. In battle, when the lines are shifty, it's hard to say whether or not the shields will be facing in the right direction. And then you have the pikes. The pikes are not braced. Yeah, it's a shield units where if the shields die, and you only have 8 of them, it's kind of a useless unit. The pikes themselves don't brace in the three wave formation. I mean, that makes it even worse because like without the shield unit, any charge unit would just completely rinse the remaining 16 units. The long swords probably have some kind of multi-hit aspect of it, but I'm thinking it might get outranged. I think that was an issue. I think that was an issue prevalent in the thing. It was just the long swords getting outranged by other pike units. So that could be a major issue. But anyway, we got the battles roughly. I'm gonna begin. Last two, in fact. This one, I think Grey Wardens might be defending with Engagners attacking, and then Engagners defending the next time. Yep, Engagners are attacking. I don't know why people don't set their warband. Some people did. Lichito, doesn't look like you've used all of your leadership. Come on, put some more units down. There we go. Probably because having too many units, don't need to look through all of the units you got. Show me what you got. Resources are a little bit scarce because there's only 2 regions, and people are probably all using them up um to upgrade their fief or do fief quests. Once the other region, Mao Yang opens up, there'll be a flood of new resources. Looks like one of the guys DC'd? Or instantly died. He either instantly died or DC'd. Hope he comes back. Never like it when never like it when they're down one. Especially for attackers. Attackers who will have a brutal time. This is strange. Oh, these palace guards are gonna get smacked so hard in slow motion. Ah, god damn this. Gotta reset this thing again. I mean, like, people could probably already predict what was gonna happen. Actually clears it off. That's surprising. All of those palace guards defeated. Gotta be pretty upset about that, actually. I mean, losing a free palace guard like that. And Gangner is also pushing up onto the A point. Massive retreat from Grey Wardens. Grey Warden's not even deciding to defend. Destroying the bridge, though. They're off that wall early, so maybe they want to take advantage of cavalry? I don't know why you would sacrifice the wall so early like this. Could be possible. Whoop, Grey Wardens did lose one of their guys. Not the best of times at DC. And Gagners could also still be down one. A lot of skirmishing, nothing big happening just yet. Although those muskets are hitting those bombs from very far away. Touching the C point. Surprised that they let him do that. Not very many pikes coming out. I mean, I thought it would be funny if every single one of them just went pike. "15 pikes, just all cold dragon towards you. How terrifying would that be? Oh, how awesome would that be as well? Imagine in a melee scruffle, you just have a bunch of pikes, just all cold dragon in a kind of like a circle, and then do the Q, and it'll be like whipping the entire enemy formation into pieces. It'll be so cool. I mean, like, it would be so cool if I get my guys to do that. And Gagner is making moving up onto the C point pretty strongly here. We got Imperial Pike Guards and Loyal Guards already moved up. The Grayhair Garrisons are not slow, they're pretty fast. Oh, charging point blank here, straight into a Tundra Human. Did it work? I don't think so. But the Loyal Guards and the Imperial Pike get marched on and gets instantly deleted by a rear charge here. Some leftover gray-haired garrisons do seem to be in the back. I'm surprised to see that Grey Warden decided to bring out some super heavy shield guys. These Imperial Spear Guard. Nice to see them around, but probably not the best of units to have. Tundra Humans getting caught here next to the stairs. Probably not the best idea to get these guys lost. But massive pickup for Grey Wardens. Grey Wardens holding the C point. Gonna be a long hold as well. 9 minutes. Grey Wardens could probably just run Engagner out of units at this rate. Good hit. One more hit and that Grape Shot should go down. Sends another one in. Down goes that Grape Shot, overwatching the C point. This is very odd. I think Engagner is still down one, and I think Grey Wardens actually made one of their players leave or to have it at 14v14. Very interesting. Very nice of them too, as well. But we'll see in a minute. That's when their force spawned. Nope, and Grey Wardens actually still have all 15 in. And Gangner is probably down one by default right now. I haven't seen him spawn back in. And I don't think anyone's died recently. Down goes the wall? Yeah, the wall went down. That was... It looks like Engagner took down the wall themselves in order to get some more guys through. I wonder why. That loses access towards this set of stairs here. Well, a safe access, because moving up through the stairs just from the bottom could get you a nice charge into the face there. Does look like they're just presenting themselves. Here comes a big hit. Smack, bang. Does look like they just want to take the free hits for now. Ooh, could be a switch towards this supply point. We got somewhat of two Imperial Pikes heading towards here. Navcan's in play as well. Close range, in fact. These guys are not shying away from a fight. Grey Wardens may be overcommitting here. They've sent all of their guys towards this supply point thinking they might do a push here. Not exactly set up for a full-on push, but definitely looking pretty strong. It looks like one of the Engagner players have left the game. DCing not the greatest. Especially during tournament season. I mean, during the tournament period. But unfortunately for these guys, nothing's on the line. We're just having friendly matches here. Not to mention, no brutal tier 5s are available. Here comes the push, although it's a little bit staggered. Momentum is slowed. I like how the units just pop in once we come around the corner here. Imperial Spear Guard matches the Loyal Guards, but I don't think they're going to win here. They will soak up a lot of damage, but not the greatest idea. Wow, did that right side just get walked through? Like, holy cow, that fell fast. Imperial Pike March walking back, but straight into the shield formation. Not going to be the greatest. Here comes a charge, but... Whoa! Gets halfway through. Here comes another charge, in fact. I think... Wow, those Tundra humans actually made it all the way through and cleaned up this assaulting force at the supply point. Grey Warden's gonna hold very strongly here, canceling out around about 9, 10 guys probably down. I'm gonna say 9 actually. I'm gonna give them benefit of the doubt that Engagner is actually only down, only have 14 players in. One by one, they do fall, so it's gonna be pretty brutal for Engagner to recover from this. With 650 units versus the 850 units. 200 units down. I don't think Engagner is probably And getting probably got one good push left, but after that, it's going to be down to just surf units. And I'm pretty sure already a couple of guys are probably on their last or probably scrap useless units. And Gangner doesn't want to lose that front section either. Third time I think Novelty has left the battle. I think he's struggling with his internet right now. Could be four, could be two guys just DCing. Interestingly enough, one of Engangner's guys are trapped. That's hilarious. On the stairs here, we got Chimera here, stuck. He needs to kind of jump up and let... He's a short sword as well, so it's going to take a while for him to kill himself. This musket's trying to kill him, but not making much progress. But a push here towards the supply point is happening. Although not optimal. Here's some bombs in. Loyal guards press up against the main force. Oof, burning down. Monks charging straight in. Imperial Pike Walk versus Imperial Pike Walk. Another throw. Oof. Actually was able to spawn another Fortaste in. But this might be a good win here. And Gangner still has the majority of forces. This fire is doing work for them. But here comes another shield wall. Races right in front. Going to be very difficult to dislodge that for 5 seconds. But here comes another push. And Gangner is down heroes though, unfortunately. The push finally ends with just getting overwhelmed with units. Emergency shield walls are doing their job. When I say emergency shield walls, I mean the palace guards just running in and racing. We got some 100 units in the back, although probably not the best of times. Too late for any kind of work. Gets cleaned up by the Fortaste. 1 minute 30 to go. Very unfortunate how that ended up. We got Chimera finally died at the finally died. Getting shot probably a dozen times. Probably still stuck on the stairs or something. But give them no quarter. A minute left to go. Massively ahead. Whoa! I take that back. Not massively ahead. But with the hero count, last minute to go. I mean, Ngangno's definitely pulled back quite a few unit kills just a few minutes ago. This halberdier is going to be pretty annoying in a second. Ooh. I don't know why you staggered the chargers like that. Not to mention, you kind of half-assed the chargers. Outnumbered here just by the heroes and the units right now. Although the hero count got pretty close, if I do say so. Bam! Short sword in the back. Doesn't smack the, well, surprisingly does not smack the Grayhair Garrison out of formation. So, Grayhair Garrison surviving, even surrounded like that. That's some pretty impressive work. Yeah, it does look like one of their guys... Yeah, one of their guys kept DC, was out of it completely, and another one was... Surprisingly, Chimera wasn't out of it for too much. I mean, one of his death was for free. As you can see, just being down one player can drastically change the performance. I think Gangners would have done much better with their 15th player. Although Grey Wardens did do extremely well for some of the pushes that they did. Whether or not one extra person would have changed the outcome, I'm pretty sure one extra person at the last supply push would have changed the outcome drastically. But good job for the play on from Engangners. We just have one more match to go, and then we can call it a day. Ah, it just means that you've been given a title, Almus. I think the Shield Bearer is the lowest title out of the nobility. Nope, you don't have to do anything. It just gives you extra rewards on the Monday. Oh, I mean, it should have given you extra rewards already. I'm not sure. It'll give you like bronze and some seasonal doctrines. Eh, they're just talking about the Grayhair Garrison being released in around about 10.5 hours. Oh, thank God, the battle is about to start for the last one! It's gonna be 20 minutes. 20 minutes long. Till. It's a long night. It started at 8:30. It's almost 1:30 right now. I mean, like, I've streamed for longer, it's just the times are a bit better. And normally I take like a break after every 3 hours. Oh, you have to wait 3 weeks before the Modal are coming. Modal are coming, so just gotta wait 3 weeks. We'll probably get something similar. We'll probably get something similar on the weekend before the Modals get released, when the tier fives get released. So maybe, I mean, I'm thinking it might happen. I think the medal will definitely be used in the tournament. I don't think the monks nor the Grayhair Garrison are going to be, but if anything, the medal probably has the highest chance of being in the tournament. Out of the units that we do know that are around. There is supposed to be a fourth unit, but whether or not that comes, it's still to be seen. Yeah, we're so familiar with it that I'm almost sick of it. I'm almost sick of like looking at Heilong Fjord. I know it's like your baby and you need to show it off like every 10 seconds, but like holy cow, can people pick other maps? Like I am I'm at the point where I'm just like, can I please see Allenberg again? Can I see please the Great Wall again? Can the resource nodes in our territory get upgraded? It's random. So when you empty, well, when you send when you send a resource node to low, it will have a timer on it, and it will get changed to the resources will restock once that timer ends into some into a like different quality. So it could be white, it could be blue, it could be green, it could be purple. We don't know. There's no way to control it at the current time, so we don't. Again, they may have to rework the entire open world system to allow us to invest into the resource nodes and get higher quality like resources, which would be cool. But that's not how the system works currently. But yeah, it's just random every time the resources reset. So you will have to. So the best idea is just to empty out our own resources whenever possible. I mean, I have like a treasure trove of requisitions, so I could always just empty it out. Also, it's good for us because it gives the fee because the taxes that you pay in bronze gets changed into silver. Um, I'm not sure if it's 1-to-1 or not, but like, yeah, the more times people do the collect stuff from our place or use the blacksmith, make stuff there, you get a little bit of that back as silver inside the treasury, and that gets distributed to the house. Some fast climbers here on the Grey Warden here is trying to throw some guys. They're trying to rush towards it, but they're getting shot. Oh, grape shot's gonna take down quite a few heroes. I mean, quite a few what rushers right now. My mind is getting boggled right now. Those two grape shots up at the front are always extremely deadly. You never want to go straight up through the battering ram section. Oof. Battering ram's not even being pushed. They just got some guys here from Grey Warden. Very smart idea. I mean, you have the Namcans here, so if someone tries to jump over, drop down, and open the gate, they can't because they'll get shot, and it will reset every time. So, good idea. Otherwise, I mean, like, just having a regular unit next to the gate access will work as well. Just put it on attack mode. Even though the shots come through, most of it actually gets blocked by the wall itself. A little bit upsetting. Looks like the bridge will go down very shortly. But massive retreat. I don't know what the hell Grey Warden's doing. Trying to catch just one. Come back and force, in fact. Oh, hop away, fool. Hop away. Does look like Engagner's going pretty hard on the siege towers. And if you know Engagners, they will definitely make it impossible to get up on this wall. They will take out every single one of these siege towers. Use everything they have. They've broken through the gate, finally. Yeah, we all. I don't know. Someone's like crying about this cross-server tournament not being competitive or fair or not. Taishin really needs to understand that the devs can make these things as important as they want to, and these are just friendly matches. There's no real prize. There's no real. I mean, there's different sets of rules for these. I mean, pretty sure none of the teams have had experiences with just tier 3s or just tier 4s. Not to mention, you don't get to choose which map you're playing on. I mean, and Gegner's probably got a shot. I'm pretty sure that some of the unofficial tournaments held by my.com had a tier 4 restriction before. So they might have experience in tier 4s only. So this is why I think they probably have a strong contender at being probably the best in the tier 4 zone. When tier 5s are open, now the question indeed. But you also have another restriction of having dynasty units having to be used. Oh, interesting treb there. Coming in through the backside. A left and right side push, but left-hand side will get flanked by a couple of other guys. This push is not being very successful, is it? Shield wall after shield wall, Imperial Pike after Imperial Pike. They are braced right up against each other. It's gonna be pretty brutal, but A point is getting captured. Imperial Spearguard now at the front, probably taking the brunt of the damage right now. Grey Warden did make a breakthrough. Can they also sabotage the back line here and let the right side break through? I think they can. Almost through. Here we go. Loyal guards have not fully been broken down, but they should be shortly finished off here. This Treb is going to hit, but not going to hit as well as you'd hope. Grey Warden's up on here. A lot of slows coming out. Reinforcements, it's going to be slow to come in. Whoa, what is this guy accidentally spawning all the way down at the B side? Quarter ratio and shield walls. Need to be a little bit closer to block off completely, but not good, not good. Getting a little bit, yeah. I think that might be a glitch. It's telling me there's a short sword there, but not there. Grape shots being used. Realistically, one person could use all three of these grape shots. I don't know why two people are there standing. Another treb here. 2 minutes to go. And Gangner could push these guys off. In fact, I think Ngengna is just going to hold here. They've got massive unit reinforcements, and all the heroes from Grey Wardens don't have... Whoa! Beak point capture, getting captured right now. Gotta hope to God that no heroes can make it there within 15 seconds. Or why is it so slow, actually? Strange. Do they make it slower? Normally it's 15... Normally it's 20 seconds flat. No matter how many units, no matter how many people you have on it. Now it made... Ooh, that's an interesting change. They made it harder to cap when you're by yourself. Oh, that's a change that I didn't notice. I've had many rough times on this map. A lot of people have rough times on this map, especially when attacking and defending. Sometimes the attackers just blow right through the defense, and sometimes the defenders don't even let the attackers up. Look at that, Fort Brascio pile, nice! Leapfrogging like crazy. Although, it's gonna be a bit brutal here in a second. They're pushing right in. Fantastic finish and nice recovery from Ngengnos. Not letting these guys up. No quarters at all. About a missed treb there, though. Well, I'm not gonna wait around for the devs to finish their stream before I close off my stream. I'm just gonna call it there. All of the matches that are said that are gonna happen tonight are finished, and it is late for me, and I kind of want to go to sleep. So, in about 10 hours, 20 minutes, we'll see the tier 4s unlock along with the um, armor set bonuses. Sorry, the set bonuses, not the attributes. Tier 4s unlock, and we get to see the Grayhair Garrisons on the field. I can't wait to get my own hands on them. I haven't had a chance to ever use them just yet. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. But other than that, my name's Azakai, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Well, today. Well, later today. But that's it for me. Bye, guys.